He likes pirates. Hello and welcome to Open and Shut, and yes, the Badger does like pirates, and one pirate in particular has captured his imagination this week, because this week I'm reviewing As You Wish, Inconceivable Tales from the Making of the Princess Bride, which was released in 2014 and written by Cary Elwes, who of course is Wesley and the Dread Pirate Roberts. Now, As You Wish as a book is every bit as much fun as you want it to be. The stories about working on the movie together with all the other actors are very interesting, and Cary Elwes does a very good job of storytelling where you can easily visualize everything that he's talking about. Although you might want to go back and rewatch The Princess Bride before reading this book. I mean, because why not, right? Do you really need a reason to watch The Princess Bride? No, of course you don't. Nobody does. You just watch it because it's amazing. So to go back in time a little bit, we're talking around 1987-ish. Everybody wanted to work with Rob Reiner, who's the director, as he was fresh off the success of Stand By Me. And when I mean success, I mean big-time success. It made, I believe, around $42.3 million and only cost around $8 million to make. So his name was golden in Hollywood. He was getting a lot of positive attention. And so he had the luxury of picking projects that were interesting to him. And people would say yes to them. And we are very lucky that he was very intrigued by the screenplay adaptation of the Princess Bride novel, because it's actually a real book. Now, as far as Rob Reiner's reputation in Hollywood as being a director, people really wanted to work with him because he had acted for a long time on a TV show called All in the Family. He was known as being an actor's director because of that experience. And Cary Elwes freely admits that this movie made it possible for him to have the career that he has had in Hollywood, including, Men in Tights and Twister, and he was in Saw. And he is truly appreciative and just as mystified as everybody else for its enduring popularity all these many decades later. But there are very fun snippets of interviews with many of the cast and crew of the movie, including Robin Wright, Mandy Patinkin, Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant. Rob Reiner, of course, is in the book as well. Chris Sarandon, Christopher Guest, and of course Wallace Shawn, the great Vizzini. So among the fun things that you will learn in this book is that Wallace Shawn was scared that at any moment he was going to be fired and replaced by a more famous actor of the day, because he always thought that he wasn't right for the part, and you find out why he thinks that in the book. But yeah, so he was super paranoid during the entire shoot that he was just going to be fired and they're going to bring in this other famous actor to replace him. Another fun tidbit is when the time came to film the scenes for climbing up the cliffs of Insanity, Andre the Giant, because of his sheer size and some back injuries he'd sustained over his wrestling career, had to actually be lifted up the cliffs that they built on the soundstage using a platform that was attached to a forklift. Another fun tidbit is that Cary Elwes had a broken toe the entire time, almost the entire time, they were training for and filming what was referred to in the book only as the greatest sword fight in modern times. So that's the duel between Dread Pirate Roberts and Inigo Montoya. Also, one of the people training Cary and Mandy for this sword fight was none other than Peter Diamond, who, for those of you who are nerds about all things Star Wars, might know was a stunt coordinator on the original 3 Star Wars movies, and had a hand in some of the lightsaber action that you see on screen in those. For me, though, the price of this book is worth it just for the stories about Andre the Giant. I mean, he was, by all accounts, just the nicest man you would ever meet. Warm, funny. He would drink something when they would go out during breaks between shooting. He had a drink that he called the American that would seriously kill anybody who wasn't Andre the Giant. It was 40 ounces of various kinds of hard liquor, poured into a pitcher that looked like a normal-sized mug in his giant hand, and he would just down them one after the other throughout the night. There's a particularly entertaining story of how he came to, while they were shooting the movie, have an official police tail to make sure that he didn't hurt himself as he became more and more inebriated, or anyone else. Honestly, that old party question of if you could have dinner with anybody alive or dead, who would it be? After reading this book, I'd want to have dinner with Andre the Giant. I want to hear his stories about growing up in France. I want to hear his stories about his wrestling career. I think that would be an amazing evening. So yes, there's lots of fun little tidbits in this book, lots of fun anecdotes. It's told in a very conversational style. Cary Elwes just hits the narrative just right. I would have to give this 5 out of 5 Badgers because it's a warm, engaging, informative memoir about a shared experience that is just truly unique, that has never been reproduced since then. But the product of that experience, the movie, has continued to enthrall people over the last 20 plus years, and everybody on that set knew that they were part of something special while they were making this, and there was genuine affection between all concerned on this set. So it's a wonderful, engaging, engrossing read. You get sucked right into the story, and it's over so soon, all far too soon. So I will go ahead and link to the various versions of this book down below. And that's it for this week. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button as well. And don't forget to click on that bell icon so that you get a notification every time I post a new video. I also have a separate project called Don't Punish Pain. It's at don'tpunishpain.com. It's a separate YouTube channel where I focus on explaining to people what it's like to live with various chronic illnesses. It's a passion project of mine. If you wouldn't mind going over and checking that out, I would really appreciate that as well. And then last but not least, the YouTube ad apocalypse being what it is, and the random demonetization of videos in general, if you would like to make any kind of a monetary contribution to what I do on this channel, I have links to my Patreon page down below. So thanks again for being here. Until next time, I'm Ken McKim. You take care and have fun reading.